now working over the discus. This is a work in progress here. He has should have been through, each day we like to have him get at least 35 throws in, especially on a hard day, and even up to 50 throws. And I come over to work with him and see how things were going. I want to see if there's any glitches or anything in his throws. Now this discus thrower is a pretty good discus thrower, but his flexibility is the thing we need to work on. We need to make sure he gets his hips through, and he's getting so excited in the circle sometimes he steps too far going through the circle. Most of the time we have these people go through about 2 or 3 drills in a warm-up. We call them the power outs in the front of the circle, and then they do the half turns where they got the follow through, getting their hips through, and then we put it all together. Now right now he's going to put it all together on his throws. Very strong kid. This young man is a very strong kid, but his flexibility is the thing we got to work on. We try to talk to him about keeping the disc back. Don't pull the disc, don't have it in front of you. You need to keep the disc back because that's his best asset, is his strength, to pull the disc across the circle. Plus, the other thing we try to talk to him about is making sure you don't step too far. Now, if you notice, he's not stepping 180, he's stepping almost, 220 degrees. We want him to go straight across the circle. And then that gives him the opportunity to keep his weight over his feet. Don't jump through the circle. There's any number of things we can talk about the kids. Now, I don't like to talk to kids about 10 or 11 things. We try to work on a couple things each day to try to make himself better. Right today, we're trying to work on not stepping too far through the circle. And the other thing is about making sure we keep the disc back. And this young man here has the opportunity to be a very good discus thrower. He's got a very good release. We don't have to talk hardly at all about his release. It's basically about his ability to get through the circle and his flexibility. He's very willing to get the throws in, and I think that's what it's about. And he's going to go nothing better as long as he does repetitions. Anything that's involved with track, I like the repetition things. But we've got to be careful about making sure the repetitions are the right repetitions. If you get something that he's doing wrong and continues to do it wrong, we want to try to correct those types of things. Another thing is, I talked to him, I know on this particular day, about making sure you throw in your throwing shoes. The throwing shoes are a lot more, there's a lot balanced things that are involved. And he was throwing his tennis shoes that particular day, so he needs to get the throwing shoes. Shot putters, it's the same thing. We're trying to work on a couple things. We do the power outs with the shot. We call it the paw method, where they go through the slide, the step through the circle and snap it out there. And again, I try to talk to kids about 3 different drills they do. We try to work in threes, about 3 drills, and then we go the part versus the whole method. Now I'm over here to the point where we want to see how they can put it together. We got a person that hasn't decided if he wants to spin, if he wants to slide, or what he wants to do in the shot. And he's a big, strong boy, but it's a problem. He can't decide what he wants to do. And I'm trying to talk him into doing a spin, and he thinks he might be better off with just the slide. And so he's gonna try both here today. And I think this is another thing that's difficult. A senior boy that's been out 1 year, and then he wasn't out, and he's back out, and a pretty powerful kid. Got to work so hard on technique to make sure he keeps the elbow down or elbow up. He wants to drop his elbow all the time and throw it like a baseball. And like again, I say, you pick out a couple things that you need to work on and try to get better at. If you try to put too many things in their head, we don't get anything done. And the next boy coming up has got a problem with. He wants to hesitate. He wants to stop in the middle of his slide. He'll slide halfway, and then he hesitates, and then he goes to his power position to throw the shot. And we're trying to get him to be from low to high and be continuous through the circle. And now that's the very thing that we're going to talk to you about here right now. I want to tell you to get through the circle and no hesitation. Go right into your power position, do the slide, and get right into the power position. You can see another thing he did. He opened up a little quick there. You got to keep the shot back and be continuous. The thing he wants to do is he wants to open up too quick with the shot, and then it causes him to slow down, and we need to be continuous through the circle. Again here with the shot putter, he's going through his spin. He's going to try this now to see what his spin looks like. And again, he's not too bad with that, but he's throwing out to the right an awful lot. So I'm going to talk to him about some things and maybe make some corrections and so forth.